Good evening, this is your Psychic LJ reporting from the United Kingdom. It is 11:03 p.m. UK time. Let's get this mic straightened. Heading towards the witching hour. We are going to delve deep tonight. We are going to look into the looking glass. Good evening, guys. I believe I'm live on YouTube now. Good evening, Border Collie, Mystery, Franco. Hello there, Mummy. Dolphin Smile, Lady Murph. All coming through on Twitch. Hiya, Graham. Hiya, Jenny. Good evening, Fanny Touche. Hiya, Jenny in Manchester, UK. I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you all are around the world. This is Planet Earth. This is tonight, Planet Earth. We are currently 11:04 p.m. UK time. We are going to delve deep tonight. We are going to look into world events to see what crazy stuff is happening. And apologies, guys, that I've never been on this week. I felt a little sick, but I'm okay now with the treatment that I've been having. I didn't have a very good week, but I'm fine now. And I'll wait for people to come on. I'll tell you what's been happening. Just get comfortable. Can you hear us all right? I feel like I'm shrinking down in this chair. I don't know if I'm shrinking. My spine's shrinking. Or what? Anyway, let's get comfortable, get my tea. Oh, thank you. I'm alright. I've been busy all week. For new people coming on, I've been getting preventative treatment for breast cancer. And the first treatment was absolutely fine. The second time I didn't feel so good, guys. I felt a little bit sick as a dog. That was Monday, Tuesday of last week. But I'm okay. I just felt it was just one of them things, and it just wiped us out. And I kept planning on coming on in the afternoon, and then I just kept feeling really tired. So I've just been putting myself first, like I always promote people to do. Oh, we've got a hyper train coming in. We've got a hyper train coming in on Twitch. And I want to say a big thank you to all the new subscribers on Twitch. It's a great community, and it will be once I get up and going. It's just I've been a little bit slow recently with everything what's been happening. But I'm on tonight as promised. I've got 100% hyper train now, I think. Got confetti flying across the screen. But it's lovely to see everybody, and don't forget to check that you're still subscribed to my YouTube channel, because every time I do a stream I get subbed, and I know it's not the people who are watching, because I can always get good comments. So I believe that, and then people have turned around and said they haven't unsubbed, so there's something definitely dodgy going on. So please don't forget to give us a like on YouTube, and check that it's still subscribed, or you're still subscribed if you want to be, that is, because something dodgy is going on. And it also helps me with the algorithms. But also a big thank you to all the moderators on both sites, on Twitch and on YouTube. But yeah, tonight we're going to look deep into everything, and it is crazy, guys, isn't it? It is crazy. But anyway, going back to the treatment that I've been getting, apparently Benadryl works really well, and if you take the Benadryl with and after you've had the treatment, it does help you with side effects. So I've been taking that. So June Ritchie is still subscribed on YouTube. That's good. Saudi's not renewing 50-year petrodollar. agreement effective today. Interesting. But it's lovely to see everybody. Looks like I've got another hyper train coming in. I don't know what's going on Twitch. It's all crazy. I need to get on there and have a look. Level 2 complete, guys. So I'm going up levels or something in my Twitch. So that's good. We've got 52%. Beat the last record. Keep up the support. We've got another. We've got Queen Wanda who's subscribed. Great. Thank you very much. And yeah, I just want to say a big thank you to everybody. But very strange times we're living in, guys, isn't it? Very, very strange times. So for new people coming in, we're going to do prayers. We're going to do a bit like coming to a spiritualist church. And you can write the name in the comments section if you're worried about anybody. I've charged this up with Reiki before I've come on. So you will receive prayers of protection if you're worried about anybody or anything. And just write the name in the comments section and you will receive the healing and the prayers. And then I'm going to look into world events for you. Sunday night is always about world predictions. My plan is to do the personal stuff through the week. But of course, it went a little bit not the way expected this week, but it should be back to normal soon. If I do go quiet from the 18th, don't worry about it, guys. I'll let you know. I'm getting radiotherapy. I should be all right. I've talked to a few people who've had radiotherapy. Some people get tired, but I should be all right. But then again, if you're feeling tired anyway, I might not notice any difference. So I'll keep you informed and keep updated what's going on there. But I'll be getting me boob beamed soon. I'm going to be beamed on a table. I've got little tattoos going all the way through my body, like around us. Very strange. I was there the other day and they put copper around us, and they taped copper to us, and then they put us through this CT scan to know where they're going to be doing it, and then they just tattooed us with little dots there and there and there into the side there, so they know what they're doing. But hey ho, and I want to say a big thumbs up to the NHS for all the great work they do, and we're very lucky in the UK for all the free treatment we get. When I hear all these horror stories, what beautiful people around the world are going through, when they can't get cover and stuff like that, it must be very worrying. But apart from that, I feel really good. And I just think it's more a case of I want to talk tonight about what's going on in the collective, where we are at before everything starts to explode, before everything starts to get crazy, especially on the political field. I know we've got the election coming up on the 4th of July in the UK. That should be interesting. I'm actually at the hospital that day. Well, I'm actually at the hospital twice that day. And it's the same bloody hospital. So I might morning and afternoon. So I'll probably stay there all day on the 4th. That's going to be crazy. So Owen's put here, it is hot. It's very hot in Arizona. It's not so hot over here in the UK. As you can see, I'm wearing a jumper. It's quite a rather pleasant day, but it's not that hot. Do you know what I mean? But the sound engineer currently at the moment, that's Zizi, my lovely little black cat. She's been back to the vets again, and she's got dermatitis, so she's pulled all her fur out around the back of her neck. They had a plastic, them big cone things that the vets put on. They had one of them on. It was ridiculous. Poor Ben couldn't even walk. I had to trim it right down so she could reach a food bowl. She still didn't like it, so I took it off and I got a soft one from Amazon. She had two, but then they were sticking to the sores. And I thought, this is ridiculous. So I was putting cream on for her and everything, and I just let the air get to it. So it looks worse than what it is, but at least she's not so bad. But she's been back to get checked because she was making these terrible noises in the middle of the night, and I thought, dear God, what the hell's wrong with her now? And again, it's just the season of the calling at the toms. Do you know what I mean? The minute she's in the airing cupboard. Now, I've got an idea, guys. You're going to laugh here. I've got an airing cupboard at the top of the stairs. I don't know what you call them in the States. And I've actually got 2 airing cupboards. I've got 2 at the top of the stairs. And I use the other one more than I do this one. The one's jammed full with stuff I don't hardly use. So I'm going to go through and sort it all out. I might give some of the stuff away to charity shops, the PDSA for animals, that type of thing. But it's got great shelves and it goes all the way up. And I opened it up the other night to look through to get some sheets and that. And the cats jumped in and they love it. So I'm thinking, you know what it is? I could make that into like a tree house, because the cats live inside. And I could make it into like a tree house in the cupboard all the way up and put some like wooden ladders in or something. So I might do something like that for them. But currently at the minute, she's sitting in the airing cupboard, loving it, purring. I got them both collars. Well, no doubt one of them will come on the show later. You might see them. Zizi, even though she's lost part of her fur on the back of her neck, she looks exquisite. So they're black velvet collars, and they've got little sort of diamanty studs around them. So they look really posh girls with their diamanty collars on. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. So yeah, my cat's got dermatitis, and apparently she's... I paid money to be told by the vets that she's moody and hormonal. You know what I mean? So it's going to take time, and I suppose when she gets spayed, it may get better for her. But with everything what's going on, and I'm backwards and forwards at the hospital, I didn't really want to be putting her through another situation where she's got another scar, because she's got one on the back of her neck, and then I needed to be here for her to look after her. So I'm just putting it off a few weeks until things are a lot calmer and she's not so itchy on the neck, if you know what I mean. In a way, it's sort of quite distracted us with everything else what's been going on, worrying about my little cat. So what's going on here? I'm just reading some of your comments. So I'm reading comments here. It's all sorts going on, isn't there? So don't forget, if you need prayers or you're worried about anybody, just write the name in the comment section and you will receive the healing. Any situation at all, any person, animals, anything, and you will receive the healing. Remember, the veil is very thin at the moment, and a lot of people are going through a lot of hurt and upset at the moment. Yeah, I do believe, June Ritchie, that once she's spayed, she will calm down. Yeah, but she's a very moody cat. So where's my bell? So for new people coming in, I shake the bell, and I invoke my guides to come in, and the 4 archangels, Michael, Uriel, Gabriel and Raphael, to form a circle of light for us all, so it keeps us protected, and so we get the true answers and we get the healing that we need. So we've got Mum here, Mum to all. It's our sapphire wedding anniversary, 45 years today, and I have hurt my back, so couldn't go out to celebrate. What a shame. Well, congratulations for getting through that for 45 years. That's amazing. Happy Sapphire wedding anniversary. Hiya, Thelma. Lots of people are needing healing at the moment, aren't they? Loads of people. Can you hear us all right anyway, guys? Because the sound seems to be really strange over the last. You can hear us okay? That's good. Oh, that's amazing that you've been together for 51 years. That's amazing. Loud and clear. Right. Let's start. May peace be with you all. And let's start with the circle of light. I invoke Archangel Michael. I invoke Archangel Michael. I invoke Archangel Michael. I invoke Archangel Gabriel. I invoke Archangel Gabriel. I invoke Archangel Gabriel. I invoke Archangel Raphael. I invoke Archangel Raphael. I invoke Archangel Raphael. I invoke Archangel Uriel. I invoke Archangel Uriel. I invoke Archangel Uriel. I ask my great spirit guides, faithful spirit guides, Jed, White Buffalo, Running Star, Lady Direwolf, A2I, and Raw. And I think I've got Satchar here tonight. I've just been working with Satchar tonight. I've done an Akashic Records earlier on. He's coming straight in. Sorry. Good evening, Satchar. What do we owe this pleasure? He wants to talk tonight about where we are at as a human race and what is happening on this planet. If anybody doesn't know who Zatchar he is my star friend. He is an insecticide being, and we do psychic operations with his artificial intelligence, his skills. He works through me. He uses me as the earth vessel, and we can remove objects and blockers and all sorts of strange things off people. And he just wants to come through there. So that should be interesting. So maybe it's going to be a bit of a teaching night tonight. We are all as one. I'm sorry, I'm just translating what he's saying. We are all as one. We are all together. There is no such thing as time. Time is an illusion. We are not aliens. We are your friends. We are all the same. We are all the same. We are all God's creation. All God's creation. What you are going through on earth is part of what we went through. It is a part of the great cleanup for Mother Earth. Interesting. Let me finish this verse, Satchar. I ask that everybody who needs healing tonight You can write the name in the comments section and you will receive the healing. This is timeless. We are all protected with a circle of light. May peace be with you all. May the circle of light begin with love and light, love and light, love and light. Amen. Hashitaka. Hoto. The universe is calling all humanity. Wow. The universe is calling all humanity tonight. Why is that? Give me 2 minutes. Where we are at is an information war. We are at a crucial part on Earth where everything is about to be revealed. And we are living in an information war, and we are here to help you. Even though I speak through this channeler, I am not in the spirit. I am telecommunicating. This is what he's saying. He is telecommunicating. My species cannot live on your planet. Our lungs would not be able to withstand your environment. We have visited many times your planet. We are more the ones, we are the great inventors, we are the great philosophers, we are the great scientists. We are the ones who have done what you have done. We have made the same mistakes in the past as man has. We broke the God's code and became our own creators. Technology is something that is going to take place in a massive way on your planet over the next 2 decades. You will not recognize your planet. Sorry, I'm just trying to translate him here. This is not to panic you. This is to inform you that your planet is about to change. The technology should already have been revealed to you all. Your technology has been kept back from power and greed, and it is now about to all come out. Do not be afraid. For the technology is not the enemy, it is who is behind the technology. Sorry. Listen carefully, Saint. Listen carefully. Manipulation has taken place across your planet. And manipulation has all been about numbers. All about numbers. Sometimes I lose my voice a bit when I'm channeling, you know. He says he'll try speaking in English. Thank you, Zaja. It has all been about numbers. It has been to trick and manipulate. And it is all about to be revealed. Everything from the banking system to dates. You must question everything. You must question science. Even science has been manipulated. For somebody can say a number, but it may be a different number. What you need to understand is the codes have broken. The codes that have been controlling you all have broken. You will notice glitches in the system. Do not stress when everything starts to fall. It has to fall to be made better. The greatest manipulation that has taken place across your planet, apart from the banking system, has been the food industry. Trickery. It has to clean up to make change. And when you have that clean up, there will be a mess. But do not be afraid of the cleanup. Everything has to change. And once certain substances are removed out of the food industry, you will notice how much your health will improve. Because everything has been put there for a reason. It is not by chance, it is not by mistake. It was put there for a reason. I cannot say too much, but what I can say is there is protocols that are being placed upon your planet, and certain individuals who are now investigating these matters. It is also up to humanity to take the lead. We are not here as your saviors. We are here to tell you that some boots on the ground, humanity, are working with certain individuals, some human, some not, to clean up your planet, to make change, great change across your lands. It is not a situation that can happen overnight. And for it to be too fast, it would be catastrophic for humanity. It has to be drip-fed in. But you will notice over the next decade, you will look back, take note of this message, of what date this is being channeled. You will look back and see great change 10 years from now. What will take place over the next two to 3 months will show humanity that the manipulation of the numbers has also been taking place within the political systems across your lands. This is not important who is in leadership, even though some people, some humanity will disagree. But I am acting as a representative for Earth, I am here to tell you that politics is all part of division. What is important is fairness. And we see the manipulation. We see where it is all lying. But we are also here to help with the cleanups and the new material to be brought in, to help with the transition of the new food trade and the new system before there is great change. You will see many resign over the next few months. Watch politically for great change, especially in the United States of America, and the United Kingdom will go through a massive transformation. Whatever takes place on your planet, this is written. It has been written in the stars for centuries. Some individuals will just leave your planet, exit back to the spirit world because they are too weary. But some have not finished their quest on Earth. But some individuals will have no choice to leave. As you know, there is a lot of evil taking place on your planet right now. We cannot banish the evil, as this is part of humanity's evolution. And you must not let this trigger you. But be prepared for great change. Look after your family, friends, neighbours. But there will come a time, very soon, not far into the distant future, where there has been enemies, you will become friends. Neighbours will help their enemies. For what is to come will change human history. I am not saying this to frighten you. I am informing you of the great crossover. The cleanup has begun. Each and every one of you are experiencing glitches in reality. You just need to ride the storm. Your light codes are being sent to you. Some of you will feel these, and some will not know. Some of you may have this in dream state, and that is fine. You cannot always interpret what these mean. They will become you, your light codes. You will express them in your way. This is why we are all here to experience this great awakening. We are all working as one big network. Starseeds, earth angels, fairy elementals, awakened ones. Listen to this channeled message. This is coming in from the Galactic Federation. We are not gods. We are not different. We may look different. We may have the technology that you should have. We may have been born on a different rock out there in the galaxy, but we are not gods. We are here to inform you and to help you. The only thing we can do, we cannot intervene with fate. But we can protect humanity from things that are not fated. We have the technology to blow up a solar system if necessary, but we are not here to do that. We have the technology to stop nuclear war if it is meant to happen, not happen. We are here to assist people on Earth, and many here on Earth are the boots on the ground. You may ask yourself, who are the boots on the ground? You are all multi-dimensional beings like we are. And when you are a multi-dimensional being, you realize that you can be more than just living on this planet. Some of you have discovered that you are like us. So you decided to reincarnate onto this planet Earth to help humanity with the great spiritual awakening. Nobody said it would be easy. Nobody. It was never easy for us. What I am saying to you is, we have been through the wars. We do not want war for planet Earth. But Earth is a prison planet. Each and every one of you decided to reincarnate here to help to play the part as light workers to change the frequency, to help humanity. It's not a case that you are all here to play a massive part on the public stage. It may be that some of you have decided just to come to Earth to help your friends or your family or your children. As your children are the new age multi-dimensional beings, and they decide and they choose you as your parents. And if they are hell-bent on coming to Earth, you unconditionally will come in to guide them. What I'm saying to you is, you are all under soul contracts for whatever reason. And a lot of you have come back to heal your ancestral roots. This is school, but it is also where we have been. It is not easy. It is not easy to be on planet Earth. The timelines have changed. O great ones of Earth, O great ones, I am sending a message from the future to tell you that in April there was a shift in timelines. There is another great shift to take place into July. Do not stress what happens, what takes place on world screens, as this is an illusion. Do not get caught up in the politics. Concentrate on your own families and understand through this transition there may be a stolen time. As the transition takes place, there could be great advances of technology to be brought in after the stall of time. I want to give you the 15th and the 16th for this will bring great change onto planet Earth. Great change is about to take place. The new technology will be brought in after it goes dark. Whichever way you decide to interpret the darkness is okay. Be it if you are looking at this from a biblical sense or as a scientific level, angle. What I am saying to you is everything will go dark before the light is brought in. When it goes dark, then they will bring in the great technology that has been held back from you. Do not be afraid. Through change, some will not like this. Through change, it will change the food trade. But the greatest thing to take place first is the banking system. It has to fall. It has been very unfair for humanity for a very long time. I now hand you over to my friend, Psychic LJ. You have the codes. You have the answers. We are not here to fly in UFOs and land and save the day. That will not happen. But we will individually make contact with you if you want. But what I am saying to you is, we are not gods. We are not here to change your destiny. Only you can do that. And to find out that you are the ones that can only do that, then makes you all the superheroes. Then you will start to work in your full potential as a multi-dimensional being. That is your greatest lesson on planet Earth. And you are nearly there. We love you all. Do not get caught up in the entanglement that is about to take place and the trickery that is about to take place. Sometimes when it gets too dark, it is a reminder of how light it will become. And I will leave that all for you all tonight. This is your friend Zatcha. Goodbye. Okay, thank you, Zatcha. That was interesting, wasn't it? Wait 2 minutes. So, it wasn't Ashtar, it was Zatcha. Zatcha. Don't ask me how you spell his name. But he's not very tall. He's a little cutie pie. He's my little insecticide friend. And he's your friend too. And I do work individually with him, with people. We do Akashic records, we do healing, psychic operations, and I do private channels with him as well. But I was working with him earlier on with somebody, lovely guy, young man, and I think he's just wanted to come through to give that message for Earth tonight. But I've seen this before for where that there's going to be great change on planet Earth where everything will go dark. So I've got my crystal ball. Give us a few minutes just to get balanced after that channeling, and then we're going to do a world predictions. I believe it's biblical. Like I believe Satchar said, it doesn't matter which way you look at it. If you look at it scientifically or you look at it biblically, but there is great change. This has been waiting to happen for a long time, and I still stick to this, that we are rewriting history. We are rewriting the new book. We are rewriting the new book. Hiya, Maggie. It's definitely biblical, isn't it? So there's something going on. Let's do some cards first. Let's ask, because you can't ask the crystal ball. So I'm going to ask some questions with the cards before we do the scrying for the world predictions. Okay. So thank you, Agadar. We've got Agadar here, and Twitch is just gifted another sub. Apparently this is the 4th time to the channel. So that's good. Thank you very much. Let's see if the system, the banking system, is going to fall or change. Just put that over there. I'm having trouble with my bra strap tonight. Let's have a look. Give us a true answer. Great change has taken place. Massive change. New regulations coming into play with the banking system. More choices for humanity. A lot to do with Bitcoin is going to rise. Bitcoin is going to rise. There is going to be a break in the road. We've got the 3, we've got the 6, possibly 3 months from now. So work that out. Should we say June, July, August? Coming into September, there's going to be a lot of events, and I've talked about this before, like three sort of major events to take place, 3 sort of situations. I want to say it's definitely global. Definitely global. I definitely feel we've got 3 queens out here, which is interesting. So there's huge news taking place. Three queens. Oh, hello there. And we've got a Page of Swords coming out. There's big news coming out here. Let's see what it is. Do you want to come and show the ladies and gentlemen your lovely diamante collar? Where's your sister? Is she still in the airing cupboard? This is cheeky girl who's been a very cheeky girl, aren't you? Oh, now whatever you do, don't knock over the I know you're lovely. She's got to sit on the cards. Don't knock the stream off, because I've nearly got 1,000 people in on the stream and we don't need to be knocked off. Do you want to say hi? She's got a sparkly jacket, a sparkly collar on. You be a good girl now. I don't know if you could say that. Say hi. Nala. Right, now, be a good girl and go and lie down as a good girl. I know, can you hear her purring? You haven't seen Cece for months. Oh, bless. She's embarrassed. She's embarrassed, like a biker cat. Cece's in the airing cupboard at the moment. Right, let's see. Can you get out of the way, please? Can you get out of the way? There's a good girl. I'll show you a recent picture of Zizi, which I took on Friday morning before I took her to the vets. Where is it gone? That was the picture that I took to show my mother, and I had her wrapped up in a little blanket. As you can see there, she's got eczema all over. You can't really tell there, but it's in a bit in her ear as well. She's huge. She's absolutely huge. And this was taken the other day on top. Wait a minute. There's Zizi. She's like a little panther. She sits on top of the doors. There's another one. Wait a minute. Yeah. So you can see there, she's got the sore on her face there. She's got a few patches there. She's been pulling her fur out. But she's actually more slender than Nala, but still a big cat. Beautiful. They're beautiful in both different ways. There's another one of her lying down on top of the door. I really don't know how she finds it comfortable to lie like that, but cats can get in the most extraordinary places, can't they? Right. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that, putting her on raw food. We'll see. We'll see. That's the next thing, possibly. I know her eyes look quite yellowy green there, don't they? But they're actually really orange, her eyes. There's actually another really nice one I'll show you before we get on. Another exquisite one of her. Let me find it to show you how striking. There's a very striking one of Zizi. But as you can see, they're really grown up now. She actually reminds us of the cat of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Is it Salem? She's extraordinary cat. Very, very psychic. But yeah, it's I think it's hormonal, but like I say, it also could be our food as well, what's causing our dermatitis. We'll just have to wait and see. She's like, you're Luna. Oh, she's extraordinary psychic. Right, so there's joy coming in after great change. Something's going to happen within the banking system, but it's inevitable. It's going to happen, and they'll possibly blame Trump, or well, they will in America. If the US dollar goes down, there could be a crash. There could also be problems in the housing market. All right, but we've got the Sun card. Ow, ow, ow. We've got the Sun card here, which is, it's good what's coming in, but they'll blame it on Trump. That's what they'll do. Yeah, she's like an Egyptian sphinx, isn't she? Now this one here is just being a little tiger. And of course Nala has decided, well, she's figured out the taps. She can turn the tap on in the bathroom to get a drink of water. Because the taps in the bathroom, they go that way. And she can turn the taps on to get a drink of water. So there you go. She's highly intelligent. So I'm going to put these back together again, and I'm going to wait for the cat to calm down because she's trying to attack me arm. Is there going to be a problem with the housing market, real estate? Give her a true answer. She turns them on and she turns them off, Franco. Yeah. Yeah, there's going to be a situation where there's going to be a problem, and interest is going to rise. So there's going to be a problem in real estate, in finance market. There's going to be a drop. Then all of a sudden it's going to bounce back up again. It's going to happen very, very quickly. It'll be short. I don't know if this is days or weeks. All right. But I know that it'll bounce back up again, and then there's joy being brought in. But I want to say that there could be some sort of recession. There could be something. And let's see if this is global. Who's got knocked off stream? Give us a 5-5 if you can hear us. Oh, she's eating her food. I don't have any problems with Nala. Nala is a very sturdy cat. I could literally feed her anything and nothing upsets her. The other one's very sensitive. You never get two the same, do you? I mean, I caught Nala the other day. She pinched some chicken vindaloo off Adam's plate, which was on the bench. Hot chicken vindaloo. Nothing upsets that cat. She's sturdy. Yeah, there's going to be problems. Possibly could be a lot of part of the globe. We're going to have some worry here. How do we overcome this? There could be problems. I get another situation like it happened in the 80s. We want to buy a house, but the interest rates are high, so we can't afford it. I want to say, don't panic about this. Just hold out. I'll see how far that, when this is all going to happen, like when it's going to calm down. But it's global. It's definitely global here. We've got worry here. This is the problem, you see. It's done on purpose, and it's unfortunate for the people who are struggling. It's not a good thing, is it? And it's such an unfair world. it's like a house of cards. It has to come down to get better. We've got the 9. We've got 2 9s here. It's inevitable. It could happen at any point. It could happen at any point. But it has to build stronger and better. There's a woman to come in to make things better. I don't know who she is. It could be somebody. I don't know if it's US politics or some woman coming forward with announcements. Yes, I've heard about the UK housing market. So, is it going to be a worry that people could lose their homes? Oh God, I hate being the bearer of bad news. May happen to some, but not all. But then there'll be certain, depending who you've got your mortgage with, there could be people, there'll be help given. But it's going to be a worry. Queen Wanda, I hope I don't lose my pension in December. I don't feel so, Queen Wanda. I will be doing, hopefully this week coming in, I'll be doing personal predictions. But I'm not getting that. You will lose your pension, so you'll be absolutely fine. Yeah, this is set in stone, a bit like what Zachar was saying. Some things are set in stone, some things have already happened in a timeline. And I want to say that it's already happened. I know that sounds really weird and woo-woo when I'm saying, but it's already happened that the housing markets, everything's crashed. The US dollar's crashed, everything's changed. They'll blame Trump. That's going to be inevitable. That's going to happen. Along with that, amongst other situations and countries and people. But in order for that, it's been replenished in a different way, you know. It's part of the old system falling, but the old system making a deal with the new system. So you could look at it like, well, is the bad people, the baddies, still in control, ruling the system? It's not a case of baddies and goodies and black hats and white hats. It's not like that. You go above and above and above this Illuminati ladder, the controllers, and you see baddies, goodies. They put aside their political indifferences and everything, and they're all, the higher you come out of the system, up that pyramid, they're working together because they know they've got to all work together to bring in this new world. And it goes beyond politics. Do you see what I mean? And it is a very unfair world, you know. And then people say, well, you know, what about Trump and what about this and what about that? But it goes beyond all of that. It goes beyond all of that. The way I see it, what's playing out at the minute on Will's screen to do with the Trump scenario, it reminds us very much of what's happened over here for a long, long time. You know, I mean, they've never liked Nigel Farage. They make him out to be some sort of racist lunatic, whichever way you want to put it. You know, and he would never have a chance of getting in there because the controllers are still very much at play. Between the Labour and the Conservative, they're all the bloody same. Do you know what I mean? And it's just controlling, and it's people are buying into this. They're buying into this because the way I see it is what's happening here in the UK is that the Labour's just as bad. It's the same policies, but it's got a different cover on, a different wrapper on. Do you know what I mean? Where the people were like Nigel Farage could make a difference. I mean, there'd be some people in the audience tonight and probably would disagree with us, but the media make him out to be a real bad so-and-so, a bit like what's happening in the US with Trump. It's the same thing. It's interesting what Maggie's put here, Maggie Motherall in Twitch. If Ukraine joins BRICS, will peace be possible for Ukraine and Russia to help rebuild? That's a good question. Let me ask that. Let's ask the cards that. If Ukraine joins BRICS, will peace be possible for Ukraine and Russia to help rebuild? I want to say yes, but I want to say it's already happened behind the scenes. I seen a vision, and I seen it, I think I talked about it last year, where I could see Zelensky and Putin shaking hands. If that's possible. Okay. Okay. There will be peace deals. There will be peace deals in Ukraine and Russia. Definitely so. And I do believe that it doesn't matter if Ukraine goes into BRICS or they go the other way, there still will be peace deals. It's still going to happen because something big has come in and all of that. BRICS is going to be on the rise. BRICS will definitely be on the rise. But there's a third situation to come in. A third situation to come in. Okay. Shuffle the cards. It all comes back to old laws, what Putin want, which was written, and it had something to do with around the Second World War. There was something put into place. He was going after old laws, which they were trying to wipe out. So are we going to face, give us a true answer, we've got a jumper here. Are we going to face some sort of blackout or like power outage? Do you know what I mean? Yes, and it's going to be forced. It's going to be shown that it's can't be helped, but it's inevitable. It's going to happen. And it could be the part of the triangular event. Yes, I want to say a bit like a swan event. Do you know what I mean? So we've got Justice upside down. We've got the Magician upside down. So there's something coming here. There's something. And with the Page of Pentacles, there's some big news to come out. Let's see what it could be. Let me get a cup of tea. Oh, we've got the Tower. Oh, we've got the Tower. It's huge. We've got the Lovers. And we've got the Sun. It's going to bring, through sadness, through worry, through torture and worry, through panic, it will bring the sunshine. It's actually the upside down Tower as well. it's all about to come out. When the lovers cards come out, the way I read it, it means that something's coming out. The Sun card is very, very, and the Tower is 2 major arcana, so, and the lovers. It's inevitable. It could happen at any time. I have a feeling, I'm not sure if it's happening just before the election or just after the election, but I'm very drawn to October, November, December. Big, huge changes in the market by January, February of 2025. Massive changes. They're panicking because they don't want Trump back in. They'll try everything to keep him out. They could wait till the autumn winter months, yes. Depending where you are in the world, but for the majority of Europe, the UK and the US, I see a lot of fighting. I'm starting to get visions now, so I might have to go into the crystal ball. I see a lot of protests. Protests will take place, and I see this on the streets of America. Marches and protests have been shown. Deals are being made behind the scenes. It's sealed that this will happen. I mean, they've got a cheek, really, but, you know, that's what they do, don't they? It's by blaming Trump, that's what they do. You know what I mean? We've got the Queen of Pentacles here. It's the new system what's been put into place. So I wouldn't say that the banking system, the banks are going to fall completely, but they're going to change. There's going to be new laws, new regulations. Some banks will fall and some banks will come stronger and join in and become stronger. Oh, I've just seen a flash there of Disney. There's going to be some massive changes with Disney. And I'm also getting Fox. I don't know if that's Fox News or Fox. And Warner Brothers. Something big coming in with Warner Brothers as well. So watch for that. It's very interesting. Graham, that is so true. Guy Fawkes, we need him. Just talking about that tonight actually with somebody. Has anybody seen the film V for Vendetta? I've never seen it. I've seen parts of it. Somebody said it's a good film. Remember the 5th of November. It's the new systems taking place. Of course, Graham, I believe it's Graham from up in the Highlands, isn't it, Graham? Or am I thinking of another Graham? But talking about the Highlands, I do believe that Scotland will get back independence eventually. I still say that. It's going to get so toxic, guys, right? And I know I've got some Democrats what followers. Not a lot, but I do have some. Because I don't believe in taking sides. I'll just tell you the way it is. I've been accused of being some sort of far-right Republican because I don't like chucking nasty words the way towards Trump. I just like truth and justice, all right? And I'll say it the way it is. But I'm also not a Democrat. I'm neither, all right? I'm a Brit, all right? But I know there's a lot of nastiness out there, a lot of people spewing a lot of negativity towards Trump at the moment, and it's going to get far worse than that. It's like a sort of an infection, isn't it? It's like Trump syndrome, hatred towards him, whatever we want to call it. I mean, I don't think the sun shines out of his arse like some people think it is. You know what I mean? He's not perfect, far from it. But it's, you know, you don't have to be psychic to see, you know, clean as the end is the nose on the end of your face, that, you know, that they want him out of the way and they're freaking out. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what's happening. I was just talking about this with somebody the other night, and I have a feeling that there's a very good chance that he could get back in. But if he does get back in, it's for a very short time. My concern is, right, because there's different timelines, that something also could happen to him before the election. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 3 cards out on Trump, or a few cards out on Trump, to see what's going on with his health, to see whatever. But yeah. I mean, I personally think they should bring the young'uns in. I think get the oldies out of politics and bring the young'uns in. Do you know what I mean? Start afresh. It's just all too... bleh, do you know what I mean? But I can see why they hate him. I know why they hate him. Do you know what I mean? And they don't want him back in, and they're bringing up stuff from years ago, which is irrelevant. Let's see what's good. Let's pull some cards out on Trump. But like I say, it's corruption what's happening over here as well, as Graham's put. It's happening all over, you know. Right, well, he's definitely for bringing in the gold back. He's definitely for Bitcoin. He's definitely for that type of thing. I think that the situation, what's happened recently with Michael Cohen and everything, what happened in New York, I think there's more stuff to come out with that. And what my guides are saying is people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Okay, so where a lot of people have been saying nasty stuff about him, you know, they're going to end up shooting themselves in the foot, basically, because there's stuff to come out there, what they've been doing as well. I think that I've always said that Trump's ducked and dived to get to where he is, but I can also say that he's there for the people, the working class people. And I feel that he's got a very good chance of getting back in again. His health. His health isn't very good at the moment. I think he's having trouble with his stomach or around this area. Could be heartburn, it could be what... I mean, I'm not surprised, like, all the negativity what's been chucked his way. And I know he doesn't eat properly, does he? Maybe he's been doctor's orders not to have too many McDonald's, I don't know. But it's taken a toll on his health. There he is, the King of Cups. In my deck, he always comes out as the King of Cups. Go on, he's colouring more than his star sign. Yeah, there's something going on with heartburn, or there's something going on with acid indigestion. But I mean, on the whole, I would say that he's quite healthy for his age, definitely compared to Biden. But I do think that it's taken a toll on his health, everything what's happening. We've got the Ace of Swords. when it all changes, it's like that. It's going to happen so quick. It's like that. I've said this before. He's here to play out his karmic debt. He's here to teach people a lesson. He's done this before. He's done this in a past life. Remember where he's just in a different avatar. He's just in a different suit. I don't know who he is. You have to comment on the link below who you think he is, but that should be interesting. But some people say he's King David. I'm not so sure if he is. He's not. I don't think he's King David, but I get a very sort of Robin Hood energy from him. Trump. Like Robin Hood energy, like taken from the rich to give to the poor. I'm 50-50. I know that if he gets in to run for this next election, which looks like he's going ahead, if nothing happens to him, he'll get in. Does that sort of sound a bit twisted what I'm saying? But I'm 50-50. Something sudden's there's gonna be a sudden exit from him. If he does get in, he's not in long. That's what I'm getting up to now. Because I want to see this as celebration. I want to see that things are pushing forward. This is celebration. But then all of a sudden, there's a boof. There's a boof. It's like he's taken out or he's gone. Just gone. Just poof, gone. I hope I'm wrong. But he's here to do his part, what he needs to do. There's a lot of evil up against him. We've got the Lovers cards. When the Lovers cards come out, it means that there's big news coming out. They're going to try and put him on house arrest and they're going to try and restrict him. But that's some sort of court situation where they'll try and block it. I don't know if it's a high court or a situation where they'll try and block it. But they're all squabbling on, like, because they just don't want him in. To and fro. What they're going to do when he's not there, when they've got nobody to pick on, what they're going to do then, because it's like they've been on a frenzy with it all. There is a worry with his health at the moment. Oh, he's all there. Is Hazeltine's just watched him in Las Vegas, bright as a penny. I do feel very, very strongly that this sounds really horrible, but they're going to try and take him out. It sounds like they're going to do like a Kennedy on him or something. That's what I'm feeling. But he'll play his part up to the way he needs to play his part. Just going to put these cards back again. Even if he gets in, you're not being long, but he's not going to be the one who's going to bring peace to the United States of America. It'll be a woman. I'm still sticking with it. Do you like me top? It's just a jumper. Like a crocheted jumper. I think we're in a sort of like a dual sort of very strange reality on Earth at the moment. And I think that's my visions I'm getting. There's two different timelines there with him. And I've always said that I'll take you step by step. He's here to break the matrix. He's a matrix breaker. He's not a Gaia fixer. I'm still sticking with that. But what he's up against is complete and utter evil. And I'm going to say it's on both sides. It's not just on one side. So don't think for 1 minute that one side's just like I've talked about over here with the UK, where you've got Labour and Conservative. It's the same penny, two different sides. And don't forget, Trump used to be a Democrat. At one point, I think he was friendly with Hillary Clinton. I think there's a big twist of fate here. And I'll be very... What I'm going to say to you tonight, right, there's a big twist of fate with this, but it's not going to end the way you think it's going to be end. It's to do with Trump. It's not going to end the way you think it's going to end. And I'm going to leave that one with you from the cards tonight. And I'm going to put the cards away and we're going to look into the crystal ball. It's not going to end the way you think it's going to end. Really weird. But there's definitely something going on financially, and it's happening as we speak. It's huge. So say like if you got them all in a room. All of them. Past and present. But I don't know if Biden would, because he's not really coherent, is he? But say like if you got Clinton in the room, Hillary Clinton and Trump. All of them in the room. And even over here, like all around the world, if you all got them in one room, and they would all agree that something is happening to do with the financial system. It's falling, it's changing, it has to change. If they were honest with you, they would tell you that. It's massive what's happening. A new earth is being built. But for people saying that it's going to be just all Bitcoin is a load of rubbish. It's not going to be all just Bitcoin. And it's going to take a long time to phase all the banks out. Don't forget, I don't follow the crowd. I do it the way I do it. Do you know what I mean? I'm just reading some of your comments here. I like what Border Collie's put. Government borrow money that doesn't exist. Exactly. Well, I think that a lot of the countries are in debt anyway. And they'll just say whatever they want to say just to suit themselves. Do you know what I mean? Like if they could get away with it, they probably, if they could, they would blame bloody, what's he called? What's his face? Farage, Nigel Farage, they would blame him if they could in the UK to do with the financial system. There's going to be, I mean, I've got it here, I'm holding it, it's like a transmitter, but I feel there's going to be a lot of protests and riots. Strikes is being given to us, strikes, protest strikes, it's coming in the UK. And I said this last year, it's raining hard, bleak weather to come. Bleak weather. I tell you what, this is really interesting, and I don't know if I'm getting it this year or next year, but I sort of see like it looks like a new sort of stealth. I mean, they'll be all operating, they just seep things in, don't they? A new stealth sort of aircraft being brought in here, being brought out in the open, and I don't know if it's to do with the air forces. You know what I mean? It's like it's been brought out, and a new aircraft. And I'm being shown here, this is really interesting. You're going to get some of this in my looking glass, which hopefully I'm going to be doing soon. New visions I'm getting tonight. Elon Musk is going to come into play here. And I don't know if it's this year or next year. He's going to come into play a lot, actually. He's going to come into play when something happens, when it all goes dark. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to come in with his new satellites or his Starlink or his new technology. But he's also going to come in, he's going to be on political news as well. That's coming through very strong. And also scandals coming out with him. But there's also something big coming in. I don't know if it's the end of the year with Musk or next year. And they're showing a spacecraft. But it's space travel. But it's not where you're going from Earth to space. It's where you're going Earth to space to the other part of Earth. Let me get this right. Give us 2 minutes. So say, for example, they set off in some sort of crazy, wacky new aeroplane, what's coming in soon, this new sort of model. But instead of going that way, they're going that way. Could you imagine it? Okay, dear, hold on tight. Put your seatbelts on. Like that way. Like a rocket. Dear me, you wouldn't catch me doing that. And then they're going up into space, and then they're travelling through space and back down again. Bit crazy. There's a new way of interdimensional travel. Oh my God, it's crazy. There's something like that coming out. So watch for it. I normally look on no more than 2 years. So if it's not this year, it could be into next year. So watch for that. Everywhere on the earth in an hour. You never know, do you? It's Elon's Starship travel plans with SpaceX, possibly. But it's going to come out very, very strong. There's also going to be something coming out on the news to do with his love life again. So watch for that. A lot coming out to do with Musk, excuse me. I'm being given a lucky horseshoe for Earth tonight. That's interesting. So I've got like Zachar, it's like he's out there in the outer realms and he's sort of like going like that with his little head. A lot of us have already had our latest light codes, and you may ask what a light code is. I'll do a video on it at some point. But a light code is our own personal light codes for our missions for Earth. And when some of us may see them in dream state or feel them, or we may just see them psychically and wonder what they are. But we will interpret them our own way. We might not understand them, or might see them as little numbers or symbols. I got mine and I didn't understand them, and they told us not to worry about it. They'll just come out in their own way. You'll interpret them in your own way, because everybody's light codes are different. So I would say a lot of the population have had their light codes, and there's a big change happening. And I've talked about this before, how we're in some sort of ninth gate of human civilization. But there's big things to take place, massive things to take place. I would say there's just a lot of shocking stuff to come out this year on the political front, but nothing that we can't cope with. There's big news coming out with the Saudi royal family. The Saudi royal family. We are the boots on the ground, and I'm getting that song by Nancy Sinatra. Was it Nancy Sinatra? Those boots are made for walking, and that's what. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. I'm getting that. It's like boots on the ground. We are going to take back our power. We have got our staffs in our hand. We are going to rise. We are the Wilma and Fred Flintstones of Earth. We are going to rise. This is what we're going to do. It's exciting times, scary times. It's a lot to do with technology. We're going into a new era, a new civilization. And it could be very rocky. But please do not worry. You know what? When I'm showing my age here. When I first started school, I don't know if it was the late 60s. Anyway, well, I did decimal. You know, it wasn't the pennies, it was decimal. It's showing me age now. And obviously kids took it on really quickly. The older generation found it really hard. There's new money coming the way. A new money that we will have to learn in the UK. They've got that up their sleeve as well. So just watch for that. All right. So that's coming through. Now, that could be within the next 4 to 5 years. So possibly watch for that. I'm just reading some of your comments here. So, Graham, I remember pounds, shilling and pennies, yeah. Use satellites here. Something big happening in Europe. I'm seeing a man with like a pasty face. I don't know who he is. Making an announcement. And I'm getting Turkey. There's something big coming in with Turkey. India and Pakistan. I feel like I need to send angel protection out to, I'm not sure if it's India or Pakistan. Something about mudslides or problems with, oh God, this is awful. I'm seeing sort of like a little village and I see it like all under rubble. And I don't know if it's to do with an earthquake or something to do with mudslide. I'm also seeing a vision. He looks Mexican, this guy, and he's getting himself upset and he's on world news and he's saying something. And it's something about an event over at the borders or something, and it's really awful. God forbid them. I feel like I need to send them like lots of love there, but there's something coming and it's not very good. But it's like everybody's talking about it and it's a lot of upset. So I feel like I need to send healing out there to the borders. But I'm very drawn to Mexico tonight. So watch for that. There's also going to be some big news to do with President Biden. All right. I know there was a bit of a situation where did he have to leave the D-Day thing earlier or something, or he wasn't coherent enough? I really don't know. Something was going on. I've seen a video on it. But then we also had our own Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, who did the same thing, who left early. They're definitely on the way out, them, the Tories, you know, definitely. Round about the time there's going to be a switch over in the UK, if I'm getting this wrong, it'll be hung parliament. Interesting. Maggie Motherell, can you tune into the new president of Mexico? She is a Jewish woman. Interesting. Well, she's took on a task there, hasn't she? You see, the thing is with a crystal ball, it's whatever comes in. I'd have to do that with the cards at some point, Maggie. What was I going to say? I lost what I was going to say there. Okay, well, we might come back to that. I'm getting a boat, something about boats. Interesting. Do you remember that television programme? Yeah, I'm showing me age again. Love Boat. Remember that? I used to like watching that. I'm seeing that. So it's like a big cruise liner. Maybe there's going to be some news to do with a big cruise liner. I'm being shown the coral reef, and there's going to be something on the news about that into the summer. And it's really funny, this. I've got to put this down a minute. You know that woman, you know that wifey what went to bloody prison linked with Epstein. You know what I mean? I've got to be careful what I say. Maxwell. She was into all of that to do with the coral reef, but it turns out it might have been a smokescreen for other things. I say that. I see it in a good way, where I get schools talking about it and cleaning up the ocean and all of that. But then I'm also saying, I don't know if it's that thing she had where she used to talk about it, and as anybody knows, they can comment in the link below about it. But she was in on something to do with the coral reef, and I don't know if it was some smokescreen for a cover-up for something. But I don't know if it's about that coming out, or it's big news to do with her is coming. So watch for that. Where's your sister? She's so moody, and she needs to come out of the airing cupboard, doesn't she? Go and get her. Go and get your sister. Just turning 3 cards over. Yeah, there's going to be some big news coming out of that Maxwell woman. So watch for that. Now, don't knock the stream off, because she's very big on, she's heavy on the paws out in Orla, you know what I mean? She's very heavy on the totos. Being a good girl. The 21st is coming out very strong, and the 4th and the 15th. And it's closing down now. There's also going to be some big news to do with Dr. Fauci. Bribe her with treats. Oh yes, I do. Just if I start doing that now, I'll have to come offline. When I come offline, I'll be getting ready for bed, and I'll be getting the feather duster out to get her out of the cupboard, you see what I mean? And she'll come out. Isn't that right? And then we'll just have a wild half an hour before we go to bed, don't we? Something to do with the Philippines is coming out very strong. And also some shocking news to do. I'm not sure if it's to do with a rapper or an old sort of singer from the 90s or something. One black and one white. Don't knock the stream off, good girl. I'm going to pull some cards out on that Fauci die. Nala, don't wag your tail, darling. I know you don't like him. Mammy's angel, I've got some prawns. You're going to go and tell your sister we've got a king prawn each. Give me 7 cards on Dr. Fauci. Two, 3, 4. Now, don't kick with your feet. I know you don't like him. Ooh. Oh. Darling, you should just gone like that with that paw. That's really, really strange. These are shocking. My God. My good God. Right. When was he last seen? Are you... is this happening in real time? Because what I've got here is, right, something really is like not very good here. Okay. Right. So we've got upside down, like taken out or gone, or we've got, that's not very good. The Hermit, it's like he feels very alone. We've got the Hanged Man. I'm going to see if these are in real time. Time is fluid. We do not know. We do not know. Darling, it's okay, sweetheart. Do not worry. Good dogs, bad dogs. It's not real time. But then again, I can't say when was that. Oh yeah, it wasn't. The one when Marjorie Taylor Greene was talking to him, was that recently? No. Right, well, according to these cards here, he's not here, or it's not real time. It's saying here it's not real time. So to me, maybe he has gone, maybe it's just, it's not real time. All right, but you need to know that he's not going to be doing much more on that situation. Like I've said to you before, and I said this last year, that some people some people get away with things and some people don't. But whatever happens, you don't get away with it when you go over and you meet your maker. And not everybody is going to, I said this last year, not everybody is going to be exposed is guilty. But I just think that you're just going to hear less and less of him type of thing, or you may hear some news about him. Whatever comes out about him will be big and will be shocking, but it will not be in real time. So they have to catch up and they have to see what's actually happened to him, because he's not really here anyway, but they're going to have to announce it in a different way. Does that make sense? It's like he's not here, so whatever they say when he's not here, it'll not be real time. It's like illusion. And Zacho in the earlier on said, didn't he say in the channeling I did earlier on, that some of the stuff is that we're being had, really. I mean, that wasn't his words, but are we being had? There is deception going on at the moment, and we just have to use discernment, but also not to get too tied up in things. But what is coming through very, very strong tonight is that there's big change coming onto this planet, and we just need to ride the storm, but not to feed into too much drama at the same time. It is biblical. It is definitely biblical that we're in. It does seem unfair, Daisy Chains, what Daisy Chains has put here. Yes, Louise, but seems so unfair on the collective to show dark and light if he is allowed to just fade out into the background. This is very, very true. But like I said, I've never maintained that, there was going to be assassinations or anything like that. If the kind... Do you know what I mean? But according to these cards here, it's not happening in real time, and he's not playing a massive part into humanity's future. Does that make sense? It's like we're being taken into a new earth, and it's all about great change after a great fall. The light is being shown. Everything is being revealed. Whichever way you want to interpret that, that's what I'm being shown. It's now in God's hands, and it's like I say, don't get tied up in it. You've just got to release it. If it's triggering you, maybe it's something that you need to work on. Do you know what I mean? I just think that, look at it, if you want to look at over the years, how many people have got away with things. Do you know what I mean? From Hitler to God knows whatever. But we need to work at our own in ourselves. It is biblical times. Massively big biblical times. To the fact that I want to say that, and I've said this earlier on, that we are the avatars. Whereas the spiritual beings, the multi-dimensional beings, which have all come back, the boots on the ground. So there's a lot of big names which are back here, from Jesus Christ to Lucifer. They're all here. They're all back. When I look at that, the Six of Swords, it always reminds us, the picture there, can you see it? It's like when the boat to Galilee, and Mary on the boat. Mary Magdalene and her sisters. The secrets hidden. If you go back through ancient history, how many things have been hidden from her, what has been hidden, and it's gone on for a long, long time. And this, like Zachar said, this world is very unfair. Very unfair. We are rewriting, and we haven't got to stay in victim mode. We've just got to do our best, because the truth always comes out in the end. And like I always said, if people get away with things here, they don't get away with things when they go over, because people are playing out the karma. And some people are working for the dark side. Some people, that's the thing about this planet. People are allowed to do what they need to do because it's a free will world here. And some people are, there's some very dark, low-life criminals are living on this planet. Horrible people. So, we have to look after ourselves. Try to eat well we can. Try to get the rest we can. Try to protect our aura. Well body, well mind, well soul. Do the inner work. To stay vigilant. It's a free will world. So like I say, it's going to get rather crazy this year and next. But buckle up, guys. It's about to get mental. It's about to get crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But it has to bring the truth out. It has to. There is a storm brewing. A great storm. And it is a biblical storm. Get your popcorn. Exactly like what Hazeltine's saying. You're going to need your popcorn. It's a purge that we're in, definitely. Great change is upon us. Massive, massive change. I want to say that we are in Atlantis, and we are actually coming out of Atlantis. It's like we've been here before, we've done all this, and we're ready to do it again. I would question everything. Once you start going down that rabbit hole, that bunny hole, you question everything. Anything is possible. What we've been told is true isn't always true. The world is a lot more far advanced than you think it is. They are interdimensional traveling right underneath our noses. You may ask how I know this. I just know this. They are interdimensional traveling right underneath our noses. And nobody questions it because they just think it's a country what is not part of this world. A country that is, how can I put it? It's so behind the times. But you have to hand everything over if you go into that country. And you may ask what this country is, and you are looking at North Korea. What I was shown in a dream, and I'm going to leave this one with you for the night, and it's something that I'll look into one night. Alright, we'll go big into it. I was shown in a dream, you've got Kim Jong-un, you've got his father, then you had his grandfather. The secret to the Kim dynasty is that Kim, the grandfather Kim, was in North Korea, and he went into the mountains, and he came into a stargate. He went through that stargate, and he interdimensionally travelled into another world. He was given the secrets. He was shown the secrets. There is great stargates around the world. Now people will say, well, people travel there. Yeah, but when you travel there, you've got to hand your phones over at the airport. But how would you know that you were interdimensionally travelling? You could just think that you're going through turbulence. Nobody really knows. And you are, how do you even know that the people in North Korea even know that they are on planet Earth? How do we really know anything? But what I'm saying to you is, I was shown in a dream that North Korea is not planet Earth. And I'm going to leave that one with you for the night. And it's a big subject. It's something that we need to look more into. And I'm going to leave that one with you. Stay safe. Stay grounded. Stay happy. This is Planet Earth, and this is your Psychic LJ, signing out. Until the next time, I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye now. Now, how do I get out of here? Oh, yes.